Returning back today from the mid-year meeting of the Montana Stock Growers in downtown Billings, Ethan Lane, Vice President of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association's Government Affairs Division out in Washington, D.C., joins us. And Ethan, as I mentioned, a lot of focus on the cattle markets here as of late, but there's a lot of issues that impact Montana ranchers still being worked on. NEPA, regulations, ESA. Can we talk about some of those issues that you work on out in Washington, D.C.?
Absolutely. You know, we've really shifted gears over the last 6 or 8 months to focus on the crisis before us, but we're still in the last few months of President Trump's first term, and that means closing out some critically important business, making sure those rulemakings, whether it's, as you mentioned, NEPA, the Endangered Species Act rulemaking that we saw this time last year, the WOTUS final rule that's come out, and things we're still expecting. Hopefully we're going to see a decision on gray wolf status under the Endangered Species Act here before too long. You know, we're waiting for some of those things to close out, and then as an industry, we're likely going to have to go to court and defend some of that action that the agencies have taken to protect Montana ranchers and ranchers across the country. And that's kind of part of this process. We knew that was going to be the case, but step one is get those regulations out the door. We're hoping to see some work on grazing regs at the Bureau of Land Management still. That's something we've put a lot of time into over the last couple of years, and the Public Lands Council has really led the way on. So we have a lot of work left to do and a dwindling amount of time to get it done.
Well, Ethan, for sure a lot of work going on in Washington, D.C. for cattlemen and women here in Montana and across the nation. Thank you for joining us here today. Well, friends, that's going to do it for today's Farm and Ranch News from the Montana Stock Growers mid-year meeting here in Billings. I'm Lane Northland.